Greetings, fellow dungeon delvers. Today, we're going to bring to life a character that's got more charm than a mimic in a jewelry store. Meet Grimbold Ironstrings, the dwarf bard who's as lawful evil as a lich's tax return. Let's break down Grimbold's stats, shall we? First up, we've got his ability scores. Our boy Grimbold here is rocking. Strength at 14. He's got the muscles to carry his loot, a barrel of ale, and still have enough brawn to punch a goblin. Dexterity at 10. Not exactly nimble, but hey, he's a dwarf. He's more about steady feet than quick ones. Constitution at 16. This guy's tougher than a dragon's toenails. He can drink all night and still be ready to perform at dawn. Intelligence at 12. Smart enough to know a few spells and to always keep an eye on his audience, especially their pockets. Wisdom at 10. Not always the best at making life choices, but his instincts are just good enough to keep him out of the worst trouble. Charisma at 16. Because what's a bard without a bit of flair? Grimbold's got charm coming out of his braided beard. Grimbold's proficiencies include everything a bard needs: light armor, a trusty lute, and a dagger for those close encounters. Plus, he's got an entertainer's pack, perfect for those impromptu gigs and quick getaways. As a level 1 bard, Grimbold can cast spells like vicious mockery and prestidigitation, perfect for a bit of magical mischief. His first level spells include Cure Wounds, Disguise Self, Fairy Fire, and Thunder Wave. So, whether he's healing allies or causing a ruckus, he's ready for anything. And don't forget his durability. With 11 hit points and an armor class of 14, Grimbold can take a hit and keep on strumming. But what's a character without a backstory? Gather around and let me tell you the tale of Grimbold Ironstrings. Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Neverwinter, Grimbold Ironstrings was born into the prestigious and slightly shady Ironstrings family. From a young age, he showed a natural talent for music and an unsettling knack for manipulation. With parents who lovingly embraced the lawful evil way, Grimbold was taught the arts of subterfuge, deceit, and showmanship. Growing up, Grimbold quickly became infamous in the local tavern scene. His performances were legendary, not just for the music, but for the chaos that followed. He'd use his bardic magic to swindle the audience, leaving with pockets full of coin and hearts full of mischief. Despite his wicked ways, Grimbold had a code. He never harmed those who couldn't defend themselves, honored his contracts, even the shady ones, and respected his fellow performers. After all, a bard without a troupe is just a singing dwarf in a lonely tavern. Grimbold's true passion was power, not the brute strength kind, but the influence kind. He dreamt of a world where his songs controlled minds, his words bent wills, and his lute strummed the tune of conquest. So he set off on an adventure, seeking magical artifacts, secret tomes, and powerful allies to weave his grand tapestry of domination. In the grand halls of Waterdeep, or the darkest corners of Undermountain, Grimbold Ironstrings is a name whispered with equal parts fear and admiration. So, if you ever find yourself in a tavern and a dwarf with a twinkle in his eye and a lute on his back starts to play, hold onto your coin purse and your sanity. You might just be part of Grimbold's next great performance. And there you have it, folks. Grimbold Ironstrings, the dwarf bard who's got it all. Charm, cunning, and a lute that can make or break your day. If you liked this character breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more tales from the Dungeon Master's Bag of Holding. Until next time, may your rolls be high and your ale be frothy.